Everyone, welcome back to Sip and Talk.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in your time zone. Welcome back, Sip and Talkers.
The whiskey is poured. It is a generous pour today, actually.
I'm glad you brought the single malt out.
Oh, yeah, because the on-air light is lit, the vibe is set, and we really have a whole lot to get through today.
We absolutely do.
We are settling in for a session that touches on something I think every single person listening has felt recently.
Right. It really does not matter if you are a creator, a marketer, or just someone doom scrolling at 2 in the morning.
Just lying there wondering why you cannot put your phone down.
Exactly. And honestly, looking at the docket for today, I am really glad you poured that whiskey.
It is needed.
Because we are not doing our usual run-through of a news article or a scientific paper today.
No, this is a bit different.
It is a bit closer to home, I think.
It is. Well, it started with an email from an old friend of ours. You guys know Mickey.
Our favorite travel and wine vlogger.
That is the guy. He usually sends us these immaculate, high-definition videos of himself eating tonkotsu ramen in Tokyo.
Or sipping a Pinot Noir in some beautiful cave in Burgundy.
Right. He is basically the definition of polished lifestyle content.
Usually, yes. But the file he sent us this week, well, it was not that.
No, not at all. When I saw the attachment, I honestly expected a Lunar New Year special.
We all did. I was ready for red envelopes and fireworks.
Maybe a list of the top 10 dumplings in Shanghai, right?
Yeah.
But this was something else entirely. He is in a real state.
The industry term is creator burnout. But watching this footage, it felt way more existential than that.
It really did. He sent us this completely unedited vlog he recorded during the holiday, but he has not posted it yet.
He is sitting on it because he is terrified.
He asked us for a demolition. He literally wants us to tear apart his entire strategy because he feels like he is at a crossroads.
He sounds just so exhausted in the notes he sent over. He used the phrase, trash ecology.
Trash ecology, yes.
He said he is totally sick of the ecosystem. He is tired of scrolling through videos of people cutting money.
Or doing those fake magic tricks.
Or just screaming at the camera for 3 seconds just to hack a view count.
It is wild. And he is asking the ultimate question for 2026.
Right. Should he become a soulless formula machine just to survive the algorithm?
Or is there another way? Is there a way to be raw?
He is even actively testing a new title for this unreleased video.
Yes, the title is literally, I Can't Do This Anymore.
And that is doing a lot of heavy lifting. It is a cry for help.
But it is also a strategic pivot. And that brings us to the core of our chat today, traffic versus soul.
In a platform ecosystem that is completely dominated by behavioral psychology traps, how does a real human being define going viral?
It is the question of the year. So let us take a sip and let us talk about the state of the internet right now.
Because Mickey is not wrong. The feed has become really weird.
Very weird.
And I do not mean fun weird. I mean dystopian weird.
Dystopian weird is a very polite way to put it, honestly.
It really is.
Let us unpack this trash ecology that has him so angry. We need to understand the enemy before we can advise him on how to fight it.
Right.
You mentioned the specific types of videos he is seeing. The money cutting, the screaming.
Oh, it drives me insane. You know exactly the type I mean.
Oh, I get them all the time.
It is always a close-up, high-saturation shot, usually a pair of scissors cutting into a stack of cash.
Which is obviously fake cash.
Obviously. Or it is kinetic sand, or a bar of soap.
Where someone just screaming at the top of their lungs right at the start.
Yes, and then 20 seconds of them running around a house doing absolutely nothing.
Nothing at all.
It makes me feel dirty. Like I have just eaten an entire bag of stale chips.
That is a great analogy.
I did not want them. I did not feel good after, but I physically could not stop my hand from going into the bag.
That reaction you were describing right there.
Yeah.
That feeling of involuntary consumption. That is exactly what they're designing for.
It is biological hacking. These videos are not content in the traditional sense.
Not at all.
They are stimuli. They are digital drugs.
Let us break down the mechanics because this is not random. It is a science.
Okay, let us break it down.
First, you have the visual reward system.
This is the lizard brain stuff, right?
Exactly. Bright colors, gold, money, highly saturated reds and yellows.
They are impossible to ignore.
Because they trigger a dopamine hit that literally freezes your thumb.
Wow.
The human eye is drawn to contrast and movement. When you see that flash of gold or that satisfying slice through the sand, your brain releases a microdose of reward.
So it delays the scroll just long enough for the view to count in the platform's backend?
You got it. It is an artificial view.
It is like a magpie reflex. Ooh, shiny.
Precisely. But then they layer on the second trap, which is cognitive dissonance.
the fake Imagine stuff.
Right. You see something impossible, a floating cup, a person disappearing, some weird physics glitch.
And your brain's logic center, the prefrontal cortex, just goes, wait a minute, that does not make sense.
It creates a mental itch. Your brain forces you to watch the next 5 seconds to resolve the conflict.
They're stealing your time by exploiting your need for logic.
It is brilliant, but it is evil.
That totally explains why I watch them even when I know they are fake. I am waiting for the reveal that never comes.
It never comes.
But what about the screaming, the aggression? That does not feel like a reward or a puzzle.
No, that is the emotional threat.
Emotional threat, okay.
When someone screams or acts aggressively on screen, it triggers the amygdala.
The fear center of the brain.
Right. Evolutionarily speaking, if someone is screaming, you freeze. It is a defensive mechanism.
Because you have to check if there is a threat to your safety.
Exactly. You're biologically hardwired to do that. And by the time you realize it is just a guy overreacting to a video game or a prank, 3 seconds have passed.
They have got their retention metric.
They hacked your survival instinct to sell an ad impression.
So we are essentially lab rats in a Skinner box. We press the lever, we get the light, we freeze.
That is the reality of the trash ecology.
That is incredibly depressing. But it gets worse, does it not? Because over the last year, we saw the rise of something even more hollow than the pranksters.
Oh boy, yes we did.
We saw the rise of AI slop.
AI slop. It is the defining term of our era right now.
It really is.
We are talking about videos where the script, the voiceover, and the visuals are all AI generated.
No human hand touched the creative process at all?
None.
I saw one the other day that haunts me, honestly.
Oh, do tell.
It was a pug saving a baby from a burning building.
Okay, classic emotional bait.
But the pug had 6 legs.
That's right.
And the fire looked like neon jelly. And the baby looked exactly like a young Trump.
You are kidding.
I wish I was. And the voiceover was this monotone, synthesized narration explaining the heroism of the dog.
Let me guess, it had millions of views.
Millions.
That is a classic formula. Infinite loops of satisfying or deeply weird visuals.
The stats on this are just staggering.
They are. Recent data suggests that for a new user account, someone with no watch history, just a totally fresh algorithmic identity, their homepage is about 20% AI slop right out of the gate.
20%. That is huge.
It generates billions of views. But here's the key distinction Mickey needs to understand.
This is important.
It generates 0 connection.
Right.
It has a high click-through rate and high retention because of the confusion factor, the whole what am I looking at factor.
But it has 0 soul.
Exactly. And that is the economic problem, is it not?
It is content inflation. It is exactly like printing money.
Right.
If you print too much money, the value of the dollar drops. If you print too much AI slop, the value of a view drops.
The currency is devalued.
And real creators like Mickey feel buried because the audience's attention quota is completely exhausted by this junk.
You spend 2 hours doom-scrolling slop, you do not have the mental energy left to watch Mickey thoughtfully taste a vintage Bordeaux.
Precisely. The audience is suffering from digital indigestion.
Digital indigestion, I like that.
They are full, but they are not nourished.
And this brings us to the counter movement. Because history works in pendulums.
Always.
If the thesis is trash over-processed, high stimulation, fake content, then the antithesis, the natural reaction, must be the exact opposite.
The raw rebellion.
The raw rebellion. And the absolute poster child for this, the guy everyone is watching right now, is Asmongold.
It is so fascinating to watch him. If you looked at a textbook from just a few years ago on how to be a successful creator, he breaks every single rule.
Every single one.
His room is super messy. There are cardboard boxes everywhere.
Empty cups?
Yes. The lighting is terrible. It is usually just the glow of his computer monitor.
It looks like he just woke up.
And yet he absolutely dominates traffic.
Mickey mentioned explicitly in his email that he wants to know if he should try this Asmongold strategy.
So let us deconstruct it. What makes lazy work?
Look at the title.
They're barely titles.
Right.
It is just, oh my God. Or it is over. Or this is insane.
Genuinely, what the blank.
Exactly. It is just pure emotion, no search keywords, no review of the 2026 gaming industry. Just, it is over.
And the visuals, too. Blurry screenshots, dark rooms.
There's absolutely no open-mouth shock face with the white outline and the drop shadow.
The classic face that everyone did.
Asmongold just looks desolate, or bored, or highly skeptical.
Why does that work? Is it just because he is already famous?
That is part of it, and we will definitely get to the survivor bias in a second, but there's a much deeper psychology here.
Let us hear it.
In an AI era where everything is polished, high definition, color graded, and synthesized looking like a mess is a strong signal of humanity.
Ah, the authenticity premium.
Exactly. If you look too perfect today, I immediately assume you are a bot or a corporation.
Right.
If you look like you have not showered and your camera is out of focus, I instantly know you are a human being.
That makes so much sense. It is a pattern break.
When the entire feed is neon pink and bright yellow, a dark, blurry thumbnail stands out like a black hole.
It sucks you in because it looks so different.
And then there is the curiosity gap.
Right. A title like "It Is Over" forces a click because it provides absolutely no information whatsoever.
None. It only provides emotion. You have to click to find out what is over. Is the game over? Is his career over? Is the world ending?
And usually it is just that a server went down for 10 minutes.
Exactly. But you clicked.
However, and this is a massive however for Mickey, I have a big warning here.
The survivor bias.
Yes, we call this the survivor bias.
Because Mickey is not Asmongold.
This raw strategy is a power play. It works for Asmongold because he is the key word.
People are actively searching for his specific reaction.
Right. For a smaller creator or someone who is known for really high-quality travel vlogs like Mickey, this lazy aesthetic can easily just look like low quality.
It relies entirely on brand authority.
It is the friend dynamic again. We do not watch Asmongold for the news. We watch to see how our friend reacts to the news.
Mickey has friends, he has a community, but can he pull off this level of extreme vagueness?
If he posts a blurry photo of a wine bottle and says, "It is bad," will people care?
That is the risk.
But before we get to the specific prescription for Mickey, before we tell him exactly what to do with this video, we need to look at the overall battlefield.
Because YouTube is not the only game in town, and the rules have completely changed this year.
The platforms are splitting. We were looking at that new data earlier today.
It is really interesting how Instagram and YouTube have just gone in completely different directions.
A few years ago, they were just trying to copy each other.
Now they are specializing.
Let us start with Instagram. If you are still obsessing over likes right now, you are playing the game from 5 years ago.
The like button is inflation currency.
It is completely worthless.
Yeah.
Everyone likes everything does not mean anything to the algorithm anymore.
It is all about the direct messages now, the send.
Correct. The core metric is sends per reach.
The algorithm is now designed entirely to push content that people want to privately share with friends.
Think about it. When do you actually send a video to a friend?
When it is relatable, when I see something and think, oh my God, this is so us.
Right.
Or this is exactly what happened to us last weekend. Or maybe if it is a specific recommendation, like a new restaurant.
Exactly. It is a private conversation starter. It is all about social utility.
Instagram is testing those trial reels now, showing your content to non-followers first, just to see if they share it.
If they share it, it goes viral. If they just like it, it dies.
It is a massive shift from the interest graph showing you what you like to the social graph showing you what helps you connect with other people.
So Instagram is basically becoming a giant group chat engine.
What about YouTube? Because Mickey is primarily a long-form guy.
YouTube has shifted from reaction to prediction.
Okay, explain that.
It is prioritizing authority and retention above all else. But here is the nuance. While the search engine loves optimization, the top creators are moving totally beyond search.
They are building personal brands where the topic almost does not matter.
And we are seeing the long-form comeback.
Thank goodness for that. I am so unbelievably tired of the 15-second loops.
People are. They want comfort creators.
Yes.
They want a 40-minute video of someone talking in a low voice, organizing a shelf, or playing a slow game.
Or in Mickey's case, just walking slowly through a vineyard.
It is low-stress accompaniment. It is the perfect antidote to the AI slop.
So Mickey really has a chance here. He does not need to scream.
Not at all.
He can be a comfort creator, but he needs to package it right. He cannot package it like it is the past.
Let us open the Sip&Talk clinic.
Let us do it.
We have his source material. He sent us the raw footage and his ideas. Let us diagnose this Lunar New Year vlog and build him a strategy that bridges that gap between traffic and soul.
Okay, setting the scene for everyone listening, it is the Lunar New Year.
Usually this is super high energy. Red lanterns, loud music, massive family gatherings, endless plates of food.
But Mickey, in this footage, he looks wrecked.
Absolutely exhausted.
He's feeling insanely tired. He talks about the pressure of the culture, the spending, the constant noise.
He literally just wants to lie on the sofa. It is very anti-celebration.
And his proposed title is, I Can't Do This Anymore.
And his branding. He usually uses this very stylized logo.
Yeah, his little mouse logo with a bowl of ramen and soy sauce. It is very cute, very graphic design.
So let us tackle the title first. I can't do this anymore. What is your take?
I say keep it.
I agree. It is what we call a benign hook.
It sounds clickbaity. It sounds like he is quitting his channel forever, but actually he is just exhausted by the holiday.
It is metaphorically true. It is not a lie.
But there is a massive rule we have to enforce here. Mickey, if you are listening, hear me closely.
Listen up.
Do not mention New Year or Spring Festival anywhere in the title.
Absolutely not. That is the kiss of death.
Why?
If you put My Exhausting Lunar New Year as the title, people will scroll right past it.
Because the brain thinks, I already know what this is about. It is a guy who is tired of the holiday. I get it.
You kill the curiosity instantly. But I can't do this anymore creates a gap.
Why can't he do it? What is he quitting? Is he breaking up with someone?
You have to click to find the context.
Now, let us talk about those blue categorizing words.
Oh boy.
Mickey included those blue searchable keywords in his draft description. He had one for his channel name and one that just said vlog.
You have to kill those blue words, all of them.
No, it hurts to look at them.
In 2026, putting those categorization links just looks corporate. They look thirsty.
They signal to the viewer, I am actively trying to market this to you.
If you want to go raw, if you want that Asmongold energy, the video needs to look like it was an accident.
Like you just uploaded it from your phone in bed and walked away.
A truly raw video has no blue text anywhere near the title. It must look desolate.
It must look lonely. The moment you put a categorizing word, you are playing the algorithm game and the audience smells it.
They smell the desperation. Now, let us talk about the thumbnail. This is the big one.
He wants to use his stylized mouse logo in the corner, maybe with a sad face drawn on it.
No, throw it away.
Not forever, just for this specific video.
Right. The logo is branding, branding is polished, branding is a company. Mickey needs to be a vulnerable human right now.
The strategy here is visual silence.
I love that phrase, visual silence.
Imagine the user's feed. It is the new year. Every other thumbnail is bright red, huge gold text, firecrackers, smiling families, max saturation.
It is literally screaming at you.
And then there's Mickey's video. We recommend a low-quality, dark photo.
Maybe Mickey lying on the sofa just staring blankly at the ceiling.
Or a death angle selfie, double chin, terrible lighting, looking completely exhausted.
No text, no filters, just the raw image.
It is a black hole in a sea of neon. The eye will naturally be drawn to it because it is the only thing that looks quiet.
It signals, here is a break from the noise.
But there is a major catch.
The content match.
Right. This is critical.
If Mickey uses the title, I can't do this anymore, and the depressed thumbnail, and then the viewer clicks, and it is him smiling brightly saying, hey guys, happy holidays, here is a great dumpling recipe.
The audience will completely revolt.
They will destroy him in the comments, and honestly, they should. That is a betrayal.
It has to match perfectly. If the title is depressed, the content must be deeply real.
Mickey needs to show the messy living room. He needs to show the empty wallet.
He needs to talk about the physical fatigue. He needs to show the family arguments or the awkward silence at the dinner table.
If he puts up a fake smile after that title, it is clickbait. If he shows the reality, it is storytelling.
It turns the clickbait into a promise kept.
And that leads us to the soul of it all. Why are we even suggesting this? Is it just a trick?
Is this just another way to manipulate the algorithm, exactly like the screaming kids?
I really do not think so.
Yeah.
I think this connects directly to the concept of the brand mode.
Versus the junk stream.
Exactly. We talked about the junk stream earlier, the AI slop, the trash.
The traffic is super fast, but it is incredibly shallow.
It is random users passively watching. They do not know who you are. They do not care about you. If you stop posting tomorrow, they literally would not notice.
Yeah. But the brand mode is about protection. It is about depth.
Mickey told us he is afraid of information cocoons or echo chambers. He worries that if he does not chase the broad trends, he will get stuck in a tiny niche.
But I would argue that raw content creates a tree community, not just a passive audience.
It is the difference between a customer and a friend.
A customer leaves the second the price goes up, or when a competitor has a shinier product. A friend stays simply because they like you.
Mickey's gamble here, dropping the logo, dropping the metadata words, being negative during a traditionally happy holiday.
Right.
It acts as a filter.
The people who just want flashy colors will scroll past. Good. You do not want them anyway.
The people who actually click are the ones who resonate with that feeling of deep exhaustion.
They are the ones who will say, me too. I feel that.
And that is the truly warm part of this, is it not? Because I think Mickey feels guilty.
He definitely feels like he was being a downer, but actually his sarcastic, depressed angle on the holiday is a massive public service.
It is validation.
Think about how many people feel exactly the same way right now. They are tired of the noise, the intense pressure to be happy, the endless spending.
But they feel like they cannot say it out loud. They just have to smile through dinner.
When they see Mickey say, "I can't do this anymore," they instantly feel seen.
He is not complaining, he is empathizing.
Exactly. The trash traffic is dead water, it evaporates instantly, but this creates a lasting relationship.
And that is realistically the only way to survive the algorithm moving forward. You absolutely cannot outstimulate the AI.
The AI will always be able to generate more bright colors and weirder pugs than you ever can.
You cannot win on more. You have to win on real.
So Mickey, if you are listening, and I know you are, probably with a glass of that Pinot Noir in hand, do not be afraid to be messy.
Do not be afraid to be dark.
The algorithm might be a machine, but the people watching are human, and humans are messy.
The ultimate packaging right now is no packaging. But, and this is the crucial but, you need the meat to back it up.
You need the personality.
If you are boring and messy, you are just messy. But Mickey has the personality. He has the brilliant insight.
He just needs to strip away the polished YouTuber costume and let the real guy out.
Do not fear the algorithm. Use the raw aesthetic to find the people who actually like you, not just the people who like bright colors.
Well said. And as we wrap up this consultation, Mickey, the bill is in the mail, by the way. We should remind our listeners of a few things.
Yes. Just a quick note that while we discuss strategies in psychology here, we are looking at this from an objective international perspective.
We are certainly not endorsing being depressed. We are just analyzing how content moves through the digital world.
Always think critically about what you click on.
Ask yourself, am I clicking because I genuinely want to or because my amygdala was just hijacked? It is a really good daily practice.
It really is. And hey, if you enjoyed this demolition session, do not forget to subscribe to our show, Sip and Talk. We have plenty more deep dives coming up.
And absolutely check out our old friend Mickey's channel, Mickey to Life.
Look for his latest travel vlog. Hopefully, by the time you hear this, it will have that new, dark, depressed thumbnail we strongly recommend it.
If it does, give it a click. Tell him we sent you.
Go give him some love in the comments. Tell him he is not alone in the holiday burnout.
See you in the next one.